Here are the top 5 high-yield savings accounts of 2024. Whether you're the person who's just always looking to improve their interest rate, or the type that wants the best financial tools to help you manage your finances as well as a great rate, we've got you covered here. And you'll also want to stay to the end where I'll share an option that technically is not a bank, but could give you the best options as far as interest rates. So without any further delay, let's get right into it. Number 1 on the list is Marcus by Goldman Sachs. There are no minimum fees or balances required for this account. In addition, they're backed by Goldman Sachs, which has been a trusted name in the industry since 1869. As far as features and benefits, there's not a lot of extras. However, they do offer same-day transfers of up to $100,000. With other banks, it can be a little bit frustrating if you do want to transfer money between banks and you have to wait a couple of days for that to go through. With this account, if you needed to transfer money instantly to a brokerage account or somewhere else, then you could transfer that same day. In addition, they offer some budgeting tools, Marcus Insights, that will give you a look into your finances. So whether it's tracking expenses or creating a budget, they give you the tools to help you do that. And the APY on this account, a generous 4.5%. Number 2 on the list, Ally Bank. Again, here there are no fees or minimum balances for this account either. Ally does have a lot of features to offer with their savings account. The most useful is their savings buckets. Savings buckets allows for you to set up different categories for your savings. For example, if you're setting aside money for an emergency fund or a vacation or a wedding, then you can set up different buckets in your savings account and work towards those goals. This is a great way to visualize your savings and to keep you on track for your savings goals. They also have a feature called roundups. So the way that this works is with a linked checking account, every debit card purchase will round up to the nearest dollar. And then Ally will transfer that money into your savings account so that you can earn the interest there. Another feature that they offer is recurring transfers. So the way this works is that whenever money comes into a checking account, then Ally will transfer that money into the savings account and even the specific buckets that you have set aside for this. So you can set this up to where without even having to think much about it, your savings is building consistently. Now the interest rate at Ally, not quite as good as Marcus, coming in at 4.25%. Next on our list is Discover. Again, here for Discover, no fees, no minimum balance requirements for this account. In regards to features, there's not a whole lot of extras with this account. However, they do have a checking account that you can link to that gives you 1% cash back on your debit card purchases. Discover has been around for quite a while, so they do have good name recognition and brand appeal. And the interest rate for this account, 4.25%. And one more thing to mention in regards to all of these accounts, they're all FDIC insured, which means they're backed by the federal government. Number 4, our next bank is Capital One. Again, here there are no fees on this account or minimum balance requirements. In regards to features and benefits, Capital One is a little bit unique compared to the others on this list. Whereas the other institutions represented here are online only, Capital One actually has some branches in certain states. So if you happen to live in a region where Capital One has branches, then you have the added benefit of having a branch to go into. This is extra helpful in the case that you would need to deposit cash directly into your savings account. You may not have that option with many of the others on this list, but if you did live near a Capital One branch, then you would have that availability. Now, when it comes to different savings goals or buckets, Capital One does allow for you to do this. However, unlike some of the other ones where they have different buckets within the same savings account, they just encourage you to open up a new savings account for each goal that you have. Having been a Capital One customer for a number of years, I can say that their app is really easy to use. While transferring money back and forth between different accounts is very easy to do on the app, it just seems a bit awkward to have different accounts for every goal that you have. The interest rate for this account, 4.35%. Number 5 on the list is SoFi. There are no fees or minimum balance requirements here, and when you open a savings account with SoFi, they'll automatically open up a checking account for you as well. In regards to the features and benefits for this account, SoFi probably has the most to offer. They are an online bank only, however, they do provide a way to deposit cash into the account. They've partnered with certain retailers such as CVS and Walgreens so that you can deposit cash within their locations. Within their savings account, they have a goals feature, which they call vaults. In addition to their vaults feature, they also have roundups, which will round up your purchases to the next dollar and deposit that into your savings account. And another feature they have is autosave, which will allow you to automate your transfers into your savings account. So for example, when you have money that comes into your checking account, you can set it up to where it will automatically transfer into your different savings goals. Now the interest rate for this one is a little bit different than the others. While they do offer a 4.6 interest rate, it's only for those that have direct deposit coming into the account. Without the direct deposit, you'll only get 1.2%. Now, there is a bonus account to mention. This actually isn't a bank, but rather a company that has partnered with banks and credit unions to bring their services to customers. And they're known as herein, or formerly Save Better. Now, with herein, there are no fees or minimum balance requirements. In regards to features and benefits, herein allows you to select from a number of different financial institutions, each of which offers a high-yield savings account. The benefit of this setup is that while there are many different institutions within herein, you only have to have one login and sign-up screen, and you can manage all of your different accounts from that one dashboard. If the rates do change on one bank and you decide you want to switch to another, you can move the funds within the same account from one to the other. Additionally, there are credit unions within this as well, and they are NCUA insured, similar to the FDIC insurance that you have for banks. Currently, the best interest rate with herein, an impressive 5.30%. If you are interested in any of these opportunities, then I did leave links down in the description below to each of those. So I'd love to know your thoughts on these options. If there's one that stuck out to you, please leave it in the comments below. If there's another one that you think should be on the list that wasn't, leave that in the comments below. And again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.